Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video of XML editing, I will show you how to make iron infinity engines, and I will show you the properties of jet engines and issues within it. So to show you the properties of iron engine, I made a very basic setup for iron engine, and the iron engine is attached here. So you can see the properties of iron engine here. This is not the XML properties, and I used xenon and battery to power the iron engine. So battery is important, yes. You have to use battery here. And let's go ahead to see the properties of iron engine and edit it to make an infinity engine. So this menu shows the part properties of iron engine. You can change them, but that doesn't matter. These are very basic properties, and that same goes for drag and configuration, area, etc. Configuration is basically the representation of Tinker panel in XML. What we have to do is to edit the engine properties. The work rule, input and output of any kind of engine depends highly on these properties. So let's edit them to make an infinity engine. So as you already know, we have to do electrical consumption to -0 and fuel consumption to -0, and fuel consumption scale is already set here, so there's nothing to worry about. And about this gimbal range and max gimbal angle properties, you can edit the gimbal angle and gimbal range from these properties, and by changing them the engine will turn in sideways to make the craft more stable. Here gimbal range 1 means gimbal range is 100%, and the max gimbal angle 1.5 means the maximum gimbal range could be 150%. I changed 4 properties here, so simply I have to do apply here and the changes are saved. Now in addition, there are input controllers here. You can change the input for which the engine will respond, and again there are parts. So let's move to the editor, and if you see the editor here, a new customizer for gimbal range will appear here. So that makes sense. I don't have to change the properties from XML to change the gimbal range every time, so that's very helpful. Now our basic setup for iron engine is done here, so we can test it to see if it is infinity engine or not. So let's test it in the launch pad. So the rocket is ready to launch, and let's activate the stage here. Heading locked, stage activation done, and now let's see the engine is really infinity engine or not. I set the thrust to 100%, and the engine is exerting thrust of 60 Newton. So in normal cases, the engine will last at least 12 hours, but not much more than 12 hours with this much of battery. So let's see it how long can it last. One day, then there's 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day. Yes, it's truly an infinity engine. So it's confirmed that this iron engine has become truly an infinity engine. So let's make this more powerful. So as we already know, to customize the amount of thrust the engine is exerting, we need to edit XML and to input a different controller which is called thrust in the engine menu. So thrust input is already provided here, so I have to just customize it to 100k. 100k means at least 100 kilonewton. So let's customize it, and let's see the result in launchpad. Well, now the rocket is already in launch pad, so let's stage activate and heading locked, and now launch. I will say the previous iron engine texture was better than this one, but this is not bad. Well, the thrust is at least 300 kilonewton. Yes, 300 kilonewton. The fuel and power usage is totally zero, so it's a very good iron engine, and more specifically, it's a very good iron infinity engine. So the iron engine chapter closed here, and now I will talk about jet engines and why there isn't any jet infinity engine. Well, there are two major reasons behind this. The first reason is the technology. The technology used in jet engine is something like this. You can see here. As you already know, jet engine is an air breathing engine, so the air burns out its fuel and we simply can't help it. But if we can control the air, or we can stop the air going inside the jet engine, then it may be possible to make a jet infinity. But there are still issues like afterburners. An afterburner works like this. So the afterburner is also using its fuel, so we simply can't do some easy XML editing to fix these three issues: air, fuel, and afterburner. But once I used this engine in my in some of previous crafts, and surprisingly it worked well without any kind of air inlet or possible air supplies. So it may be possible that jet engine can also be an infinity engine. And about the second major issue, that we don't actually need a jet infinity engine. What we actually need is this engine. This engine can be used in air like a jet engine, air breathing jet engine, and can also be used as a rocket engine in the space. But we simply do this task by using a rocket engine inside a jet engine. But I want to make something like this, so you can expect from me that I will make something like jet infinity engines, or rocket propelled jet engine, or something like that. Thanks for watching this video. Please like this video, subscribe our channel, follow us on Facebook, link provided in description, and download Simplerockets to mobile for free, a link provided in description. Thank you.